Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers rumors, injury updates for several key players entering training camp. The 2023-24 Los Angeles Lakers were one of the most commonly mislabeled teams in the NBA. The core 5 players were generally healthy, all appearing in at least 68 games, which thus resulted in the general consensus being that the team had enough availability from its players to contend if it was capable of it. The often overlooked piece of information that doomed the Lakers' season, however, was the simple fact that the second unit was depleted by injuries to almost every player it had planned to prioritize. Jared Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent, who signed contracts with the Lakers in 2023 that added up to $81 million, appeared in a combined 40 games. Christian Wood missed 32 games himself, while Cam Reddish was absent for 34, and 2024 first-round draft pick Jalen Hood-Schifino underwent back surgery late in the season. According to Dave McMenamin of ESPN, Vanderbilt and Wood are still nursing injuries, but Hood-Schifino, Reddish, and Vincent are back at 100% for training camp. While Wood underwent surgery last week and Vanderbilt's foot is still not 100%, sources confirmed to ESPN, Vincent, Reddish and Hood-Schifino will be ready to compete for minutes from the start, giving Reddish more options. After a 2023-24 season during which the second unit was ravaged by injuries, it's an encouraging sign that 3 potentially crucial reserves are healthy entering training camp. Vanderbilt and Vincent struggling to remain healthy during the 2023-24 season was one of the most devastating blows the team faced. After All-Defensive First-Team honoree Anthony Davis, they were considered to be the 2 best defensive players on the roster. Vincent also looked the part of the most likely player to occupy the 6th-man role after recording 6 20-point games during the Miami Heat's run to the 2023 NBA Finals. Reddish was better than expected on defense, but his availability barely exceeded half the season. Wood is one of the most productive reserves in the NBA, averaging 22.3 points, 10.9 rebounds, 2.1 offensive boards, 2.2 assists, 1.3 blocks, 0.9 steals, and 2.0 three-point field goals made per 36 minutes between 2018-19 and 2022-23. Unfortunately, his impact on the Lakers' second unit was greatly limited by the injuries that cost him 32 games and his general quality of play. Hood-Schifino is a bit more complicated of a situation to diagnose, as injuries only played so much of a role. He appeared in just 21 games during his rookie season, averaging a mere 5.2 minutes during the opportunities he received. Hood-Schifino thrived in the G League, however, averaging 22.0 points, 5.5 assists, 4.8 rebounds, 0.8 steals, 0.6 blocks, and 2.3 three-point field goals made on a slash line of .473/.432/.800. The hope in 2024-25 will be that Vanderbilt and Wood will overcome their injury woes and join their healthy teammates sooner rather than later. Wood will be essential to providing depth along the interior, while Vanderbilt is the best perimeter defender on the roster. If health permits it, contending could be a more realistic possibility than expected with a second unit that's ready and able to provide stability. LeBron James makes stunning admission about Bronny James. After an underwhelming freshman season at USC, Bronny James was taken with the number 55 pick in the NBA draft by the Los Angeles Lakers. In most cases, a second-round pick wouldn't generate very much buzz, but this isn't most cases. James happens to be the oldest son of NBA legend and current Laker, LeBron James. The two will make history when they take the court for the first time together, becoming the first father-son duo to play at the same time in NBA history. They are both preparing for the upcoming season and apparently are still getting used to being on the same team. While interviewing Mike Golic and Mike Golic Jr. on Gojo and Golic, the elder James revealed he is still waiting to hear how his son will address him on the court. "You know what," James said. "He has not said anything yet. You know, he has not given me a name yet on the practice court. And I'm actually have my ears so open waiting for that moment. It is also worth noting that the elder James told his son not to call him dad while working. He did provide other options that his son/co-worker could choose from, as revealed earlier this offseason. He got to call me like 2 to 3, or Bron, or GOAT if he wants to, James said. It's up to him, it's up to him. While many people don't think the younger James should be playing anytime soon, ESPN insider Zach Lowe did confirm on the Bill Simmons podcast that he expects them to play together opening night to have their moment. He's 100% playing in the opening game so they can have a moment together, Lowe told Bill Simmons. That's going to happen, so they pass to each other or whatever it ends up being. Many have deemed this nepotism, while others view it as a unique opportunity that will forever be remembered. On the flip side, it may not even be the most controversial move the Lakers made this offseason, as they also hired LeBron James podcast co-host JJ Redick as the head coach. While Redick did play 15 years in the NBA and quickly became an elite analyst, Redick also has no prior coaching experience at the college or pro level. Needless to say, this will be quite an eventful year for the Lakers. Lakers news: Shaquille O'Neal reflects on Bronny James's future with Lakers. In a historic moment for the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers have made headlines by drafting Bronny James, the son of basketball legend LeBron James, with the 55th overall pick in the 2024 NBA Draft. This selection is particularly noteworthy as it marks the first time a father and son duo will play together on an active roster in the league. Former Lakers superstar Shaquille O'Neal has stepped up to share his thoughts on this momentous occasion, highlighting the pressures Bronny faces and offering his unwavering support as he embarks on this new chapter in his basketball journey. During an episode of the OG's podcast, O'Neal reflected on the immense scrutiny that Bronny has to endure, especially given the towering expectations that come with being LeBron's son. Little Bronny is my nephew. Happy for him. I wish him well, O'Neal expressed, emphasizing the importance of focusing on well-being rather than the burden of living up to his father's legacy. Despite the significant comparisons, particularly following Bronny's cardiac arrest incident in 2023, O'Neal voiced confidence in Bronny's resilience and hard work. O'Neal also addressed the often discussed narrative of nepotism that surrounds the children of famous athletes. He stated, "I hate the nepotism talk and all," urging people to recognize Bronny's potential as an individual and not merely as LeBron James's son. This perspective sheds light on the difficulties that come with such a legacy, underscoring that Bronny deserves the chance to carve out his own path. Both Bronny and O'Neal's son, Sharif, have faced health challenges that have intersected with their athletic careers. Sharif's own struggles with cardiovascular issues resonate with Bronny's recent health concerns, illustrating the adversities that young athletes often confront. O'Neal poignantly remarked, "They're always going to be compared to us," highlighting the dual pressures of meeting expectations while dealing with personal health issues. His approach encourages a narrative that prioritizes mental health and happiness, rather than just performance metrics. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Shaquille O'Neal? Leave your opinion in the comments.